Hey folks, this is Sean Plummer, founder and CEO of the Annuity Expert. In today's video, I want to talk about what happens when my annuity matures. What happens when you've fulfilled the contract obligations? What do I do? What are my options? Am I stuck with the money? Did the insurance take my money? We'll break it down step by step in each type of annuity. To start off with, we'll start with fixed index, and variable annuities. In terms of what happens at maturity, they all align in the same result, which is once you get past the surrender charge period, you could either keep your money in the annuity, take the money and run lump sum with your interest, or you can annuitize it, or you can transfer it to another annuity or another retirement vehicle. It's really up to you. But when you look at an annuity's term and conditions, it's a long-term contract. So you may be contractually obligated to stick with that annuity for 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, 10 years, maybe even more. It really just depends on the annuity product. But when you're done with that term, the insurance company says, hey, annuity owner, you can stay in this annuity and you can continue to earn interest, and we'll talk about what happens there. You can take the money in a lump sum and spend it. You can leave it there and just let it sit there, or you can annuitize it for a payment, which we don't recommend, and we'll tell you why. In terms of the interest, okay, if you purchase a MIGA, multi-year guaranteed annuity, and your annuity's term ends, during that term, you're earning a fixed interest rate that's guaranteed from day one to the very end of the contract. Doesn't go up, doesn't go down. What the insurance company is going to do is say, hey, annuity owner, your annuity contract's about to come to end. You can have these three choices. If you decide to stay in the annuity contract, you're going to get a different renewal rate. And it's that renewal rate's going to be dictated on whatever the current interest rate environment is. They'll give you plenty of notice. You typically have 30 days to make a decision, stay in or get out. And if you stay in, it could renew for that same period all over again. So if you have a 10-year annuity and you're getting 6% a year for the next 10 years, 10 years goes by, your contract's up. They're gonna say, hey, well, you can either leave this contract, annuity owner, or we're gonna renew your contract and you're gonna earn 4% a year for the next 10 years. And then you may be locked up in that contract. You have a 30-day window to decide on what you wanna do. So that's option number one. Option number two, you take it, you can move it to another annuity, you can move it to another tax-deferred product, such as a traditional IRA, and just leave it there. It's really up to you. The second type of annuity that's out there, fixed index annuity. With a fixed index annuity, your participation rates, your caps, your declared rates, those all change each and every year, unlike a MIGA. So throughout that term that you're in the FIA, it's just gonna change. So if you get through the first 10 years and you wanna just stick around because you're happy with the annuity, you can just leave it there and it'll earn interest based on whatever the caps are, so it'll continue to do the same thing. It won't renew in most cases for another 10 years, like in the MIGA example. So you have that option. Same thing with the variable annuity. Variable annuity is you just keep it there and you can continue to participate with it. If you are in situations where you're not happy with your annuity and you want to move it, you have that option. And in a lot of cases, you want to do that, especially right now. Pre-pandemic, we were in a low interest rate environment. Well, you could have had an annuity that probably didn't perform as well as it could now because it was in a low interest rate environment with lower caps, lower participation, just basically lower upside potential, and you want to move it. Well, now's a good time to move it over to an annuity that will pay you more income, more upside, same fees, and get a better result, if you want to do that. Other areas that we see when people move annuities at the end of the term is they move it from variable annuities over to fixed or fixed index annuities because they're tired of being in the market because of what's going on in the market, and move it to protect it and still earn interest. And maybe they even want to add an income rider to it. That's the other popular reason that we see people moving their annuity contracts is they were in an annuity that had a lifetime income payout, and that lifetime income payout was based on whatever that interest rate environment was in 2015, and now it's 2025 in a much higher interest rate environment, which gives them more income, more upside, and so they typically want to move from that contract over to this contract. So just to recap, fixed annuities, MIGAs, fixed index annuities, variable annuities. You have a surrender charge schedule. You can look at that in your contract that you received from your agent or advisor. And once it's done, it's pretty much free and clear for you to make a decision what you want to do, and there's little to no penalties at all. Now, moving on to immediate annuities, deferred income annuities, we call them DIAs. and QLACs. Once you start those contracts, there is no term. You're locked in for the rest of your life. It's an irrevocable stream of income that you're going to get. If there's any sort of emergency, unless there's a commutation benefit on those products, which rarely they are, especially if you bought it, 10 years ago, then you're kind of just stuck with the annuity, unfortunately. So you want to look at just dealing with receiving that payment and look at other areas to move money around. So that's it. That's all the annuities that are out that we're going to go over today, what happens after the term. If you have any questions about your annuity contract, if you have an annuity that's no longer being sold and you want to know what to do with it, if your agent or advisor is no longer in the industry or has retired or died, contact us. We can give you some options on what you can do and try to get you the best solution based on what you tell us, and do it as painlessly as possible. Hope you have a great day. Leave a comment, like, subscribe, and we'll catch you on the next video.